Good afternoon. Happy Monday to y'all. I just wanted to come here first. One, if you don't know, my name is Husto T, and this is my sports channel, obviously. And I just want to be one of the first people, well, not the first people, but I don't want to go out a sore loser. I predicted that my Eagles team would win 37-27 over this Kansas City Chiefs team. In the video, I specifically said that they have, for the lack of talent on the defensive end or lack of experience on their defensive side, that they have the coaches that will put them in good positions to win this game. And although we led, what was it, 24-14 at halftime, we ended up going and losing 38-35. At halftime, we had a chance to score a touchdown, and I think my brother or whoever it was who was with me, I was just like, bro, we needed a touchdown. We needed to go up 28-14, or it may have been on Facebook. I'm pretty sure it's probably Facebook. And ironically, what we got 3 points on that. We got a field goal, so we missed out on 4 points. We lost by 3 points. It's a sad way to go, man. But overall, I'm not going to take away from the fact that we had a great season. We set the record for the most amount of sacks in the season. We set the record for the most amount of wins in the season. I'm sure it wasn't yards, but Jalen Hurts definitely tied the record for the most amount of passing yard. I mean, not passing yard, but the most amount of total touchdowns from Eagles quarterback. We also had, for the first time, two receivers with over 1,000 yards. Um, First year since 2014 with a 1,000-yard receiver and a 1,000-yard rusher. We had a year full of firsts. We were first in passing yards allowed, and even though we got torched by Patrick Mahomes, we allowed like 180 points per 180 yards per game passing. He only put up 182 yards on us, but it's just the way that they did it was so efficient. Our defense really had nothing to handle from them. We only gave up. All right, so we gave up over 100 yards rushing. Isaiah Pacheco had 76 yards for a touchdown. He ran the ball well. They had no turnovers, if I'm correct. Yeah, they had no turnovers. It says Creed Humphrey had a fumble, but I don't know about that. Either way, we lost flat out. Patrick Mahomes, 21-27, 182 yards, 3 touchdowns. He balled out. Isaiah Pacheco, like I said, 76 yards, a touchdown. Travis Kelce had the touchdown pass from Patrick, had one of the touchdown passes from Patrick Mahomes. He had 81 yards for a touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his one catch was for a touchdown. Sky Moore, his one catch was for a touchdown. So, flat out, I think that I hate to put blame on anybody, and I'm not going to blame them for calling that holding call towards the end. Although, how I feel like maybe that holding call really shouldn't have been called, in my opinion. But at the same time, he held him. Like, he admitted to holding him. We all see he held him. But I don't think that it affected his route all that much. I don't think that he turned his body. I don't think that he actually made him run in place. I don't really think it should have been called, in my opinion. Regardless, we had two plays in particular that fucked us. We had the Kadarius Toney special teams play, and you know what? Special teams has been trash almost a whole year. They played well towards the end of the year, but that doesn't matter because they were trash. And when it reared its head, it was in the Super Bowl. And then obviously the Jalen Hurts fumble when he tried to move the ball from his left hand to his right hand and it just came out. That deflates us a little bit. But what I do like about Shane Steichen is, in my opinion, Jonathan Gannon's stock has gone down, but Shane Steichen's stock has gone up because even though he had that fumble, on the very next drive, he ran the ball like 4 or 5 times. The very first play after that fumble recovery for a touchdown by Nick Bolton, he ran for a first down and basically got his swagger back. Like I said, they had the veteran coaches, man. Jonathan Gannon, although like the stats don't say that we really messed up too bad, but we got beat on a lot of things. Like Travis Kelce would line up out wide so many times, where the point where Darius Slay was guarding him, and then he would come in right where it's like a receiver right here, and he would slide in right here. I don't know how I should place my hands, but it's whatever. But he would slide in, it would mess the defense up, and they would just get play after play after play after play. Our defense did not show up how they should have. And when I say that, I mean we had no turnovers. They won the turnover battle, even though it was only by one, but we couldn't pressure enough on Patrick Mahomes. And I don't like the fact that we bought pressure on, what is it? I think the Sky Moore touchdown. We bought quite a bit of pressure on that one, But also Avonte Maddox, you can see him running across the field, and he's like looking straight, and Sky Moore digs in, turns back, and it's reminiscent of like that touchdown, a few of the touchdowns that Devontae Smith had in college, where he would be working, going motion, and right when the ball snapped, he'd just stop, go the other way, wide open for a touchdown. So, yeah, it's unfortunate that it happened, but we can't take away from the fact that we had a great year. We lost to a great team. We lost to a great coaching staff. Like, now it's like, where do we go from here? And I'm going to make a video specifically on there. If you watched my last video, I don't know if you did, but if you did, I mentioned that I have a lot of plans coming for the future for this channel. I don't post as often as I would like to, but at the same time, it's just I got to get more comfortable doing things. I want to be comfortable with the stats that I bring up. I want to be able to finally get some highlights in there, because one of the times I did the highlights, it kind of messed up my video, and I think I know why. So I want to fix my errors, and I want to make more entertaining videos for you guys. So forgive me, but I want to make sure I do it my way and build my confidence up. So I'm going to make a video on what could have happened better with the Eagles and where we go from here. And that's pretty much all I got to say, man. We lost flat out. We can't sit here. I see these rumors talking about Patrick Mahomes failed the PED test. Now, bro, we lost. We lost. Stop playing. We flat out got outcoached. We flat out just got outplayed. That's it. We've been here before. There's no excuses. We lost by 3 to the Patriots in the Super Bowl back when I first started watching. We lost to Raiders, but that was back in when I wasn't even in the nutsack. Like, so we've been here before. All we got to do is just believe. But one thing for sure is, y'all not going to keep sleeping on my man Jalen Hurts. That is done officially from here on out. Jalen Hurts balled out, 374 total yards, 304 yards throwing with a touchdown, 70 yards rushing with 3 touchdowns. Devontae Smith, 7 catches, 100 yards, 41 yards on the first drive, by the way. A.J. Brown, 6 catches, 96 yards for a touchdown, the 45-yard touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 6 catches for 60 yards. One thing for sure is, Gannon, you got to do better, man. The type of way that we got beat down is the type of way that I expected from last year's defense, not this year's defense. You got all the tools, and I'm throwing part of the blame on you. Jalen Hurts, that fumble really fucked us. Although you had a great game, that really did fuck us up. And he even admitted to it, but he balled out, dog. His one mistake he made up with 4 touchdowns. So, I don't know, man. That's really all I wanted to say. I just wanted to come up here and be like, I was wrong. I picked my Eagles. I got confident in my Eagles. And they showed why I was confident in them, but they also showed why I couldn't sleep on the Chiefs. But that's all I got. I hope you look forward to the content that I put out in the future, and I'll see y'all next time, man.